Alright, so now that the dubbed version of Pyramid of Light is out of the way, now this is where I go into my subbed version thoughts. So for any of you guys who's, well, blah blah blah, I should really come up with these thoughts more before I record stuff. But for any of you guys who just stumbled across this video or whatever, I'll have a link to a playlist with all of my Yu-Gi-Oh content in it. But for now, let's get into my sub thoughts on Pyramid of Light, the subbed version, that is. So, there really isn't a difference between the subbed version or the dubbed version, with the exception of a really cool sequence. I really like the subbed version's choice of music. Unlike the dub, which has music blaring 24/7, here the music is melancholic and is very calm, with light piano tracks, and it only gets serious whenever something dangerous happens. Now, in the dub, Taya falls from the helicopter, and her spirit is just automatically absorbed into the pyramid, whereas in the subbed version, the same thing basically happens, only there's an additional scene that was cut. Taya, or Anzu in the subbed version, appears on the field and informs the Pharaoh and Kaiba about the manipulation, and that somebody, Anubis, used Kaiba in order to set this duel up between the two of them. Also, I can kind of make an argument out of Taya's explanation when they're showing off their friendship markers. So, bear with me. Due to the Pyramid of Light, Yugioh is separated from the Pharaoh, and he was right back where he started before he solved the Millennium Puzzle, hopeless and alone. Joey and Tristan got absorbed simply because they were nearby. I really don't think they were supposed to be a part of Anubis' plan. They eventually reunite with Yugi, and the three go about trying to end this conflict. But they still feel hopeless, especially when the zombies begin surrounding them inside the puzzle. Taya's sudden appearance reminds them of their friendship. This gives Yugi the confidence boost that he needs, allowing him to weaken the Pyramid of Light once Anubis finally shows up. This actually wraps all the way back around to the dubbed version of this film, where I mentioned that Kaiba rejects friends, claiming that they're weak, while Yugi embraces his friends and becomes stronger because of it, as he sees the true value in having them. When it comes down to it, second only to having Jesus in your life, friends and family are the best things that you can possibly have in this world. True friends will never give up on you, regardless of the circumstances, and family will always be by your side regardless of the route you take in life. Both the subbed version and the dubbed version of this film handle it differently, but each version paints a picture of friendship, which I believe the subbed version completely nails. The Pharaoh eventually rises, stating that everyone is lending him their strength, and he vows not to give up on Yugi, whom he calls partner in the subbed version, and who he says put his strength in the Pharaoh. In the subbed version, the Pharaoh actually states that he told Seto that he won't give up until the last card is played. To which Seto replies by screaming what a pathetic sight the Pharaoh is, and that he can't believe that he once called the Pharaoh his rival. Looking back on it, this is so different from the dubbed version of Kaiba that I'm actually curious about how the other series like GX and 5Ds are subbed. Wink wink, nudge nudge. There's a lot of manipulation used by Anubis in this version, and it actually makes me legitimately terrified. It kind of reminds me of the devil and angel on the shoulder type thing, where an angel is on one shoulder telling you to do one thing, and the devil is doing the exact same thing on the other shoulder. It kind of reminds me of watching Tom and Jerry and having those two mice on Jerry's shoulder. Interesting. When Anubis finally shows up, his argument actually makes a little more sense, when he states that by destroying Yugi, who is currently trapped inside of the Millennium Puzzle, the Pharaoh will no longer exist, due to the lack of a vessel to inhabit. Okay guys, I apologize for this video being so long, but being so long. What I'm talking about, it's really short. But as you can tell, this is unscripted. But in all actuality, I just wanted these two videos to be comparison pieces. I'll do more in-depth analyses on the next two movies, Bonds Beyond Time and DSOD, Dark Side Dimensions, once I finally get my hands on the Blu-ray box set. I'll probably do an unboxing of that as well, when I finally get it. It's a little pricey right now, so I might wait for a price drop. But I still have a long way to go before then. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. What are we at now? We're at about this video is barely passing the 5-minute marker. But, hopefully this video doesn't go to waste, and hopefully you guys actually enjoy what I say in this one. But yeah, even though I barely get any feedback. So, yeah. Next time when we return, we're gonna be going into the Grand Championship, which upon revisit is actually the first half of Season 5, instead of the second half of Season 4. But anyway, guys, yeah, stay tuned for that, and God bless. See ya. Bye bye.